Hello everybody in chat. Tourist Bus Simulator. I'm a little bit late today. You may have noticed it's an hour later than I'm meant to be starting, and I don't know. I had the cheeky audacity to try and add a camera to the stream today, and yeah, I've spent the last hour fixing one thing, breaking another, fixing one thing, breaking another. So I'm not entirely sure how the stream's going to go today. We may have another ETS2 scenario. I'm struggling to get the head tracking up and running properly today. The G29 is disconnected about 10 times. Hey Cap, been patiently waiting. Well, that's very, very kind of you. I've been frantically fighting, and I had everything running this morning. The camera worked, the G29 worked, the sightseeing side panel worked. We're going to try the camera now. We're just going to see if it's alive or if it's dead. Oh my God, look at that. That is my hand, ladies and gentlemen. Liverpool Gaming, thank you so much for that cheer. Is that the cheer for the camera? Can you believe that? The camera is working. This is the sightseeing side panel. If you've never seen it before, it's pretty much a major part in every game I play. This is the G29. The Fantasy Boy, hello there. Thanks for joining the stream. We're going to try and start a new career on Tourist Bus Simulator today. It's a glove puppet. That's a hand. We're going to try and play some Tourist Bus Simulator today. I've been looking forward to doing this since it came out. It looks so much better than it did in beta, I've got to say. So genuinely, I'm really excited about getting involved here. Listen to this soundtrack in the background. I like it. I really like it. Okay, let's fire this up. Let's fire it up and see what we can and can't do. So I say head tracking keeps turning itself off. The G29 is threatening to do the same thing on a consistent basis. So this could just all end in complete disaster, but we'll have a go. We'll have a go. I tell you what I'll do, guys. I tell you now what I'm going to do. So if the stream falls over, if the G29 disconnects, or any unimaginable number of combinations of failures happen during the stream, then what I'll do is I'll continue playing, but I won't stream it, and I'll just upload it to YouTube. Because until I can figure out this power consumption overload issue, I'm pretty much stuck in this no camera stream situation, which is not something I want to continue if I can help it. So just to give you a heads up on that. Fantasy Boy has just subscribed, a new subscriber. Thank you ever so much. The Fantasy Boy, thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Cap says, unfortunately there are so many bugs still in the game. You're now level 4, but I had to cancel a lot of contracts to get there as the bus stops are non-existent. The Fantasy Boy. Well, I've been watching good friend and solid YouTuber Jimmy Daly play this quite a lot. I haven't watched all of his streams because I just don't have the time. But he and I sort of worked through a couple of bugs. And yeah, I think we know where one of the issues is, which probably causes most of the problems. That's a cool image there, Fantasy Boy. Very Christmassy. I appreciate the Christmassiness of it all. Okay, so Lord only knows if we have head tracking. Cap says, I watched Jimmy too. Good man, good man. Do you know what the guide is doing? Do you know what that guide is doing? You got two guides. No, I don't know what they're doing. What they're doing? Whose guides? In the game or in the chat? Prime you what? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, Fantasy Boy. Let's set this up. Let's get a character. Let's go default. I don't care. Also, interestingly, which I only discovered like after I started streaming, my wireless keyboard is missing. Oh, hang on. No, it's not. It's right next to me. I was about to start accusing all people in the family. Because at Christmas time, you sort of go around and you say, right, we need the extra chairs down for the family when they come. We need to get rid of all the extra crap in here that we don't really need. and I was about to start accusing the wife and the youngest boy of stealing my keyboard, but they didn't at all, so I feel terrible now. Realistic customized controls, absolutely. What guides do in game? Well, a friend of mine, you're hoping to get the game soon, Liverbird. Yeah, cool. Somebody who has this game under on my Steam friends list was having some issues with the tutorial, so it has changed quite a bit since the beta. So I'm pretty much going to be as new to it as you guys are, and I'm glad to say, I am so glad. I don't know if you guys remember in the beta, but they had flat 1D images on some of these buildings. I sort of mentioned that some of them were sort of 3D, like these are all 3D now, which is awesome. That makes that look so much better. But some of them are actually fully proper modelled, like over here, which is also awesome. But it looks like they've now turned all of the non-fully modelled ones into these 3D depth inclusive shop faces, which is really nice. And they've added a banana, which is so cool. Does the ATM work now? There's so many things that maybe have changed. No, not yet. I'm sure it will one day. Fancy Boy says, yeah, you got 2 buses and 2 guides. But what do they do? That's the problem. Oh, I'm with you. Guides in the game. I understand now. Well, you're supposed to be able to set up and create guides of your own and then sell those guided tours to hotels and prospective clientele. But as for what the guide does on the guide, whether they speak or not, I don't know, because I've yet to actually employ one. But you need to have a guide in order to run a guide route. You need to create a guide route yourself and then sell it to a hotel or the like. Some of the shops you can go in and one of them has some money for you. Oh really? Oh really? Some money for me? I say. Okay, well, somewhat annoyingly, it does look as though my head tracking has glitched out. And it has. It will work for 2 minutes. Oh, it won't even work for 2 minutes today. It's completely creamed. So it'll work for 2 minutes. Okay. Oh, what? My SciTech side panel is not working today. That's the one that always works. Okay. We'll make this work, guys. We'll figure it out. Just bear with me whilst I disconnect it and reconnect it for the 75th million time today. And I'm back. Although I heard a horrible noise, like a really frightening noise, like my G29 had just disconnected or something, and I'm seeing it's got no lights on at the moment. So, I just need a new PC, don't I? I know. Okay, the G29 is up. The SciTech is up. Cap says, you switched track IR off, to be fair, and used in-game steering. The in-game head turning, that is. Yeah, I have tested it and used it myself in the past. Oh, have I turned the engine off? can't seem to go into gear. Well, blow me. Let's just see if that's going to work. Controls. Car. Perhaps I've never added... No, I'm sure I added the gears. Yeah, I definitely added gears. Gear up. Button 14. Okay, let's delete you and add you again. Okay. No errors up here, so that should be good. But it's sure as heck not going into gear, is it? Oh, weird. So I can go into reverse gear. And then I can go into forward gear. Okay. Okay, game. If that's the way you want to play it, we'll follow your lead. Alright. We're actually moving. Look at the light effects on the windows and stuff. Wow. I know it's Unreal 4 engine which is achieving that, but it really does look good in this game. Okay, so without head tracking for the first time ever, we'll try and negotiate the game. As best we can. Now the sat-nav has always been a bit of a bugbear for me. Whoa, off I go. Put your foot on the brake pedal first. Really? Oh, okay. Well, to be fair, I didn't do that to make it work. It just suddenly decided to work for some reason. I think my poor little PC is just... Wow, the brake's far too sharp. Far too sharp on this. I think, to be fair, my 6-year-old PC is probably in need of some upgrades. I think that's what the problem is here. Trying to do too many cool, brand new things on a relatively old PC, that's the problem. Oh, I like how the icons have changed now. Oh, discovered the gym and something else. Out of gear, handbrake on, engine off, and out we jump. Company name, okay. What should we call this company, guys? Andrew Boyle, good day, sir. How are you doing? Cap says, I only found that out yesterday when my G27 decided on throwing a spaz. That's what I'm saying though, Cap. I didn't have to put the brake on to engage the gear. I just had to put it in reverse first. Which is probably a G29 issue, I'm sure. I'm going to try firing up the head tracking again. Because it works perfectly for about a minute and a half, and then it suddenly spazzes out. In fact, I think that's what we're going to call this. We'll call this Spaz Tours. Spaz Tours. Andrew Boyle, you're using a G25. Wow, fair play to you. The G25 is a very, very well built wheel. So is the G27. The G29 is just a cash cow, in my humble opinion. The first bus. Go to the computer and buy your first bus. Will do. Don't need all this, thank you. Oh wow, that's new. You have to press and hold to get rid of it now. Second-hand vehicles. It's taking its time. Let's order by condition. So the best bus we can buy is 124. And that's a C variant, which is nice. How much money have we got? 200,000. So if I can spend less than 100,000, that would be good. Oil change, tyre change, V-belt, brake line change. But everything else is good. That's the one. Oh, I love this. This is good. So you don't accidentally buy stuff. Excellent. That's a pretty decent start. You will still have to walk up to icons to open them. No, it's a wheel problem. A lot of people have commented on it. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, I see. So, or maybe I did press the brake at some point just to remove it. I see TML haven't taken my request to remove this box and fan on the floor that's in front of the calendar. Most irritating, I have to say. The G25 is very well built and you've decided just to keep hold of it. Well, I don't blame you at all. I don't blame you one iota. Honestly, there's been no benefit to upgrading my G27 to something just disconnected. Did you hear that? There's my head tracking. Oh, wow, look. No worries, Cap. See you in a mo. Head tracking just dies 2 minutes after starting it. It's so irritating. We'll have to just play without it today. Which is not choice, but... See that twitchiness? That is the head tracking trying to track, but failing to do so. So I'm just going to kill it completely. There we go. Much better. Okay. Handbrake on. Handbrake off, rather. TML needs some bug reports, Andrew. Yeah, well, I'm still part of the beta team. So I still have access to the beta log, to the bug log, or the beta bug log. So any bugs that I discover during the gameplay today, I will be passing over. But I am very mindful of the fact that my PC is not the most stable of things at the moment. I'm glad to say the sat-nav looks a lot better. If anybody hits me from the side whilst I'm pulling out, it's just the way it's going to be today. I can't do anything about it without head tracking. Unless I turn on head movement with wheel or whatever. I could do that, I suppose. Or the indicators. I think you could do it with the indicators as well. Okay, complete gamble. I'm going to have to do something, aren't I? I'm going to have to do something. I can't just drive and not look to see if anything's coming. Let's go controls, in the car. Or do we go to general? Oh, maybe it's not controls. No. It'll be in game, won't it? Yes. Auto center, look, vertical invert, head swinging. Do. Where is it then? It used to be here. Steering camera. But how do I turn on the steering camera? Maybe it is in controls. No, it's not though, is it? How do I turn on the steering camera? I can't remember. That's the that's how you turn on how effective it is. Maybe it's deactivated because I track IR. Yeah, maybe it is. That's a bit annoying. Okay. Well, we'll just have to suffer it, won't we? Sure, we'll have 1 or 2 collisions today as a result. But we'll get the business up and running. We'll start things off. We'll get the ball rolling. We'll get some contracts in. I'm actually pretty shocked and amazed that the camera is still working. That is an impressive improvement over the previous streams. Can you guys see the sat-nav okay? Too many things in my way. I've got a microphone blocking that part of the screen, so I can't actually tell. Only way to re-enable it is a restart of the game. I think you're right. And I think what you're saying, and I agree, is that a total restart of the game. So not going back to the main menu and starting it again, but going completely out of the game and starting it again from Steam. I think you're right. Looks clear too. Excellent. Excellent, eh? Discovered something. A cocktail bar has been discovered. So then, guys, you don't have to walk up to them anymore. That is cool. You can just drive past as long as it's not off the road. I guess if it is sort of like some of the hotels have a pull-up area in front. So I guess you would have to get out and actually walk over to the hotel. Wow. I still think the accelerator on the car is awful. It's like nothing, way too much. It's very difficult to manage the car. I'll be mighty glad to get into the coach, which is far more realistic a driving experience. Just over there, isn't it? On my left. Can't see it. Maybe it's further down. There she is. Spaz Tours. Bus numero uno. Handbrake on. Power off. Jump out. Oh, looks like I went for the single axle variant. I thought I picked the C. Obviously not. I'm glad the number plate now says the number plate that it's meant to. They all used to say TML-1. I'm glad they fixed that. Makes it a lot easier to navigate and correctly select the right bus. Alrighty. Yeah. Yeah. Flash Base FM is online. I'm sorry, I can't have you online. Well, apparently I can't do anything about it. Come on, turn off. Oh, goodness me. Nothing's working. Has TML kept their word and Fembus Coaches DLC works with this? They did say that they were going to do that, didn't they? But I don't know if it's implemented yet. But you know, if they've said they will do it, they'll do it. simple as that, really. So I'm sure at some point that will become a thing. How can I turn the volume down? Probably something to do with the stereo. I do wish they'd group these into like tabs at the top rather than having to scroll up and down all the time. I think it would be easier just to group them into logical places. Toggle, toggle, toggle. Switch light up, switch light down, aircon, toggle aircon, retarder. Gear up, gear down, luggage doors, zoom, fixing brake, wiper, cruise control, high beam. Where is it then? That's so weird. Are you telling me there's no volume up, volume down control for the stereo? There's an aircon up and down controls, begin announcement. Traction control, restroom, driver's light. I must have just missed it, surely. I'm not seeing it, guys. Radio. Did you see radio? Radio, radio, radio. Sometimes you just can't see things for looking, can you? Retarder, gear up, gear down, open, close, luggage, luggage, doors, doors, zoom, fixing brake, wiper, cruise control, toggle, warning lights, high beam, indicator down, up, engine, interacting vehicle, switch camera, mouse control, steering, brake, gas. I don't see radio. It's the radio on off under the heater control. Under the heater control, is it? Can't see it for looking. Air conditioner, warmer, cooler. Where? Where are you seeing that then? Around here, do you mean, Andrew? I can't see it at all. Air conditioned warmer, air conditioned cooler. The heater control. Oh, on the coach itself. I see. But still, it's very odd that you don't have any way of controlling the volume of the radio or anything from within this game area. Maybe it's here. Radio volume, found it. Radio volume down, add a key, I don't know, this one. Switch radio channel, we're not going to do that, we just need to turn it down. There we go, radio off, that's what we're after. Got there in the end, okay, fantastico. Don't really need to mess with any of this, we're only going back to the office. Okay. Gear, handbrake off, and away we go. Oh, this is so much nicer. So much more authentic. Oh, I noticed they've taken a strip out of the road here. Or have they? No, they haven't. It's just shadow. Alright then. I was about to drive over that. Oh, I do not like having no head tracking. We're away. Leave your car behind and drive the bus back to your company. Will do. Maybe they need to, you know, they've got like fast travel. I'm not a big fan of the fast travel thing, I'll be honest with you. I think they should ditch fast travel and turn it into taxi. And you have to pay to travel up and down the island without driving. I think that would be more realistic. I'd like that more. But then, of course, you'd have all those XP points that you've got nothing to do with. Look at that. Oh, I can't look at it. I haven't got head tracking. Yeah, thank you, Andrew. I think so. I think that would work. So we've just discovered the restaurant Santa Ana. Oh, crikey. I don't remember all those tents being on the beach either. That's probably new. Oh, I can't see the inside of my car. Oh, I know what I need to do. In this current non-head tracking situation, we're going to need mirrors. Possibly just that one. That looks blooming awful, doesn't it? But without head tracking, I am stuck. I'll be honest with you, I can't figure out where the two top ones are actually pointing. I think the inside square one is pointing straight down on the corner. But what on earth is the outside top right hand corner one pointing at? That just looks weird. Can I put the pan cam on the joystick? That's not a bad idea. I think we'll try that. Let's get around this corner. My FPS is really low right now. I think it's because my PC is having so many issues. Let's just drop some of this stuff down. Keep that up there. Just for today to get us through this slightly difficult stream. Right, controls. So within the coach, there's like a look left and a look right, isn't there? Maybe I can bind that. Look left. Oh, it's not going to let me do it on here. It'll only accept a button. That is a bit frustrating. Okay, alright then, we'll do it with the... Turn camera X. Is that just the external camera though? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, that's only going to work when I'm outside. Wow, what is going on with my FPS? Don't take this as a bad reflection on the game, guys. I think it's my PC having an absolute mare. One thing I can do that will improve things. Let's get onto the highway and then I'll try and enact it. Puerto del Rosario has been explored, or the gym has. Right, let's just try this. So in a few minutes that should theoretically improve the performance. Feels very unnatural driving without head tracking, I have to say. Collision. Okay, we made it back. The first bus. See how well we can do this then. Now I have asked TML to look into whether or not the reverse camera is the right way round or not. I think it is. Whether or not it was before, I'm not sure. Maybe they've turned it round or something. Seems okay now, so maybe they changed it, I don't know. How to get other trips like hotel or airport trips? Sorry Fantasy Boy, I didn't see that comment there, a bit distracted with trying to get something working here. What you need to do is you need to rank up. So by driving routes, your prestige will increase and you'll be able to take on additional jobs and offers and stuff. But you would think that if you're at the point where you can hire guides, then theoretically you would think that the game would have to be at a point where you can actually create a job, a guide route. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video today. I really appreciate you coming along and taking the time to do that. I want to say a big thank you to each and every one of you who watched this video today. Special big thank you to our Patreons and supporters on Twitch. But everybody who comes and watches, you all count, you are all part of this. And I thank you so much. If you hit that like button, I will like you twice as much. Even more than that, perhaps. It is for you guys that I make these videos, so it matters to me a huge amount if you enjoy watching them, and if you don't, you need to tell me. So thanks for watching, take care of yourselves, until next time, goodbye for now.